Jim, just sum up your thoughts after that 2-2 draw at home to Bromley tonight.
The overriding feeling is, how do we not take 3 points? I thought it was utter domination of the game, really. At 11v11, then certainly at 11v10, but then even at 10v10 it was almost as if we still had 11 men. All the territory, all the ball, continuous chances, continuous moments to have a chance. The final pass, the final cross, the final shot, that was getting parried out, always either side of our player, having to our player, or even some of the clear chances we had where we worked really well, got right behind the defence, pulled back, Hendo a couple of times, seen the Cairo one back, he's onside, big moments. It will actually take me a long time to just look through the amount of moments that we had to win the game, and obviously emotions are high straight after the game. I'm an emotional person anyway. I love my players to play with some emotion, but they also need to play without some emotion sometimes as well. And when you're really carving a team to bits like we was, you need to settle in the final part and take that emotion out and just have some sort of cold, calm moments, because I genuinely think that should have been a 6-2 game, 5-2, 6-2, whatever score you want to call it, really.
Mixed emotions then, because you're frustrated at not getting the 3 points, but you're pleased at how your team has gone about the game.
Yeah, I am. I've just said that to the players almost there, Greg. What I'm really pleased about is how we're playing, and I think what's heartening for me as a coach, looking at my team now, I'm seeing it game after game after game. There's a certain style to the way we're playing. There's a certain fluidity, I think, that I'm enjoying, and they're showing some class with it as well, I think. And we're a brand new team with lots of new players, starting again in a new league, playing a whole new way. And I just think 5 games in, that's all it is, still in its infancy. I think we can only get better. I would rather be us tonight rather than them suffering all game in their own third, trying for anything on a counter attack or a set piece. I would rather be us dominating teams, having the ball, trying to find ways in. I think our fans were brilliant tonight. They're totally understanding that they're baying for blood because they could smell it, and we could too. The players could, I could as coaches, and we've got to continually work on how to extract that blood from the opposition now, because we're putting constructive and destructive performances together right up until the last phase of the pitch. We're scoring, I would say, less goals than probably an XG would suggest that we should be scoring, but we're still scoring enough goals to win games. I think if we just handle certain moments a little bit better, I think we can really start to kill games off. But yeah, Greg, you're right. There's got to be some happiness for me in how we're playing, because I'm seeing the things we've worked on tirelessly begin to play out in not just one game now, but all 5.
Any sort of complaints with either of the red cards, and how did they kind of change the game? Obviously going up a man and then having to change again and adapt to being back level again. Yeah,
it was a bit odd, emotional swinging with the red cards. Theirs was clear, of course. I've just been speaking with their manager now, and his opinion was that ours wasn't a red card. At the time, I could kind of see why it might be. I haven't seen it back yet, so I'm not too sure Ebank's position, but their managers have told me he's seen it. He thinks Ebanks is round really, and he thinks that a red's been given because one's been given the other end, and they've put pressure on. Pressure tells sometimes, certainly on officials. So I think he's evened it up, but I haven't seen it. At the time, live, I thought, I can kind of see this might be a red card.
You brought Max Conway in on loan, and he made his debut today, came on. Just tell us why you brought him in and how you felt he got on today.
He's a really talented footballer, and I think the way we're playing, the brave way we're playing, the expressive sort of style, he suits it. And I think sort of his super strength is joining in with the game, and the way the game was going tonight, I just thought it's probably perfect for him. And I thought he'd done really well. Got to the byline loads of times, combined with Tyrese loads of times. He chopped his man right on the line one time, and I thought he's going to get an assist or maybe even a goal tonight. I think he had a shot from the edge of the box as well. But he's just a talented footballer that I believe really suits the way we're playing, the way I want to play, and it's a nice addition to the group, I think. And Bolton were brilliant. They deserve a mention over it. They were certainly aware of our finances or the limits of our finances, and Max's development was the most important thing to them. You know, they were really happy with what he was coming to, how he was going to play here, and they almost put the finances aside and made sure the development of the player was the most important thing, and they certainly deserve a thank you from us for working with us on that one.
And he came into the squad in place of Devante Rodney, who was missing through illness. What's the kind of latest on him?
It's not very good actually. Dev's been for a number of chest scans, and then the final one, I'm no expert on the different scans that they go for or whatnot, but the final one that he had discovered some complications with his viral infection that's a bit naughty. So we will lose Dev for much longer than we thought, which is just a genuine shame. With the way we're playing as well, Dev in and around that box, it could be devastating. It really could. And I think everyone earmarked Dev this season to probably be our standout player, our standout goal scorer, and will he get a move, will he not get a move, will he be gone? Dev only really ever showed desire to stay here, play. He started pre-season really well. He was disappointed he never scored on the opening day with the chances he had, but then his season has stopped there and then. He's picked up this virus which took a bit of a nasty turn, and we've been told now it's going to take quite a bit of time before we see Dev again, unfortunately. I think what he does deserve is a testament to his character, the fact that he came on the bench for us last week when he didn't really know what was wrong with him, but he knew something wasn't good, but he was willing to sit on the bench because the team was low on numbers, because as I said to you previously, Hendo's carrying an injury but playing for the team. Dev was willing to sit on the bench for the team, but yeah, we'll lose Dev for a bit of a period now, unfortunately.
Kind of a bit low on numbers, and going into York, got Jez out, Dev out. Obviously Adam Clayton's going to miss the game as well through suspension.
Yeah, something we've got to deal with. Our squad is only small, I know the limitations what I'm dealing with. That's just the permutation that I have to build my squad under. So it is low. We have to be creative. Harvey's already kind of played off the striker for us. We may have to be creative again, but I still think we can be positive whatever we decide to do, and we go to York positive. We've got to be positive off the back of the way we're playing. To be really disappointed with a point at home, it just highlights how well we think we're playing and how much we think we should be winning games. One thing I do want to mention, Greg, if you don't mind, is just James, our former employee, whose partner, as you know, passed away tragically midweek. I only heard of this today, and I spoke to James probably an hour before kick-off, and it shook me. The discovery of that situation for James was horrible, and their family, James himself, the tribute tonight for Emily. It's the least we could do, and it just put the game into context a little bit. James has just been in our office there, and I came in emotionally charged about how we've not won that game. And then I seen James and thought, wow, like context, and I'm just really glad tonight that we could do something in tribute to Emily and for James and for Emily's family, because some things are much bigger than football.